What's up, everybody? Welcome back to High Quality Trades, the channel where I give you my highest quality trade setups in the market. Today, 100% free. Holler at your boy. If you're new here, this is the channel where we go over the highest quality stocks in the market, meaning only the top stocks with the highest market caps make the cut. So if you're ready to make the highest quality trades of your life, like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Okay guys, we're going to be going over SPY on the daily time frame. Today the SPY closed at 548.99. It reached a high of 554.08 and a low of 547.91. We were negative 0.66% on the day. Man, that was a bearish week last week. Let's drop down into the 4-hour time frame and get an intraday's perspective on what price is doing. Okay, let's bring up my lines. Alright guys, it looks like we're nearing the lower end of this channel, and hopefully buying will step back in. We need to stay above the 547 level and ultimately get it back above the 550 level to push higher. Looks like Biden is stepping out of the presidential race, which does put a lot of uncertainty in the Democratic Party. But we're going to have to see how the market reacts to this. I do hear that it could be very crazy price action this week due to that. So, again, we need to get back above 550 to push on higher. If we cannot get back above 550, then we would be headed lower. And if we get a break of this lower ascending trend line, then that would signal bad news in the market. We would then be headed down to 543.59, possibly a retest of our 200 moving average on the 4-hour down at 539. I remain bullish in the market. So the bullish scenario is we get back above 550.57 and then push higher, ultimately taking out this breakdown candle here. We need to take out the high at 559.53 to push higher in the market. So come Monday, let's see what the price action brings. Okay, that is it for SPY. Now, let's go over to Facebook. Facebook had a very bearish week, but did signal some bullish price action towards the end of the week. We did get a cross of our MACD towards the upside, and it looks like we are getting a break of a trend line here. So this is bullish overall, and we should be pushing higher back up to 439.18, maybe Monday. So let's see what Facebook brings. If we get back above that 493 level, then we would be pushing up to the highs here of 506.68. If this is some type of fake out and this breakout does not continue, then we would be headed lower, back to retest the lows here at 460 and then possibly 450, 451. But it's ultimately a bullish signal, so I expect Meta to have a good recovery next week. Apple. Okay, Apple has fallen the past couple days in the market. We did get below our 227.81 level, which did put us dropping to 220. So we're going to have to see come Monday if this level does get hit, then ultimately some buying back into the market. Let's say we need to break above this trend line here to be pushing higher. But if that happens, say we get back above the 227.81 level, then we would be moving up to 231.31, and then ultimately a retest of new all-time highs in the market at 237. That is the bullish scenario. Bearish one would be if we broke below the 220 level, then we would be headed down to 215.34. We haven't gotten across of our MACD yet, so this one may have a little bit more room to run to the downside. Ultimately, let's just see what Monday's price action shows us. Netflix. Okay, well, Netflix had a very weird earnings. Okay, we did drop all the way down to 600, but then fully recovered by Friday morning, and we even got a giant push higher up to the 679 level early in the morning, but price quickly retreated. Must be a bunch of selling from whoever bought in the earnings, and then we ultimately fell below our support here at 639. So the next support level is 626.68. As long as we stay above this level, then and some buying steps in, then we could push higher. But if this breaks, then we would be headed down to 609 as the next support level. Let's just see what tomorrow's price action brings. Amazon. Okay, Amazon has a bearish price action over the past few days. It did hit support here at 181.19, and we got pretty oversold on the RSI, so I do expect a bounce coming. If we turn over green on MACD, then we would be headed up to this trend line here, somewhere around 186, 187. And then ultimately what we need to happen is the 188 level, we get back above, and then we push higher up to 192, and then ultimately new all-time highs on Amazon. So let's see what the price action brings. Alright, NVIDIA is holding at support. Looks like we did close at 118 on Friday. We need to stay above 115.18. As long as we can stay above 115, that does put us pushing back up to 122. These levels here. And if we get above that level, then we'd push higher back up to 125. But if this breaks, say we break below the 115.18 level, then we would be headed down, probably to fill this gap here on the 4-hour, which sits at 111. That would be the next level of support, I would say. If we fell even lower, we could fall all the way down to 106. So we'll have to see on this one next week what the market tells us. Google has been falling ever since before I told you guys that I was gonna short it. Google's pretty oversold, so I'm expecting to bounce soon. We're sitting at the 200 moving average on the 4-hour, and it does look like it could possibly hold as support, which would put us pushing back up to 182.77. And then possibly a break of this trend line. If we did get that break, then that does put us up to 187.27 in the coming days. But if this level here, the 200 MA, cannot hold as support, then we would be headed lower. Probably down to this level here at 175.61. Then we'll see how price reacts around that level. Microsoft. Now, Microsoft looks similar to Google. We do have a pretty steep downtrend here that we're looking to be broken. If we can hold above our 200 MA here and the MACD can curl over, start creating green bars, then I do believe we would be pushing up higher, up to 446.47 early part of next week. And if we could break above that, then we would be headed back up to 458.18. But if this level cannot hold as support, then we'll be headed lower, down to low here to retest this low at 425, and then all the way down to 422. Looks like this small area of consolidation would be the next level to look for as support. Tesla. Alrighty, Tesla managed to hold its support level at 231.32 and push upwards to retest the 265.29 level. Unfortunately, we could not break it, so we have been consolidating in between this level. If Tesla can break above its trend line here that it's forming, then it would put us retesting the 265 level, and ultimately the high here of 271. But if we get below the 231 level, we would be headed lower to retest the extremely strong support level of this descending trend line, which does put price somewhere around the 222 level. But really, this was a very strong descending trend line that price could not break above forever. It took like from 2001 all the way here to 2000, so 3 years Tesla could not break above this trend line, but recently we did. So I do expect this to still hold. Even if we drop down to the 120 level, we should find buyers there and then ultimately push price back up. Okay guys, that was just a quick update on all the tech stocks. I wish you guys the best in your trading, and thank you for watching High Quality Trades. I will see you in the next video tomorrow.